Chapter 7. A Brush with Death. As you stare down at the severed nose and blood-soaked carpet, screams fill your ears. But it's only when a hand clamps down on your mouth that you realize that the screams are yours. You flail wildly and a familiar voice calls out. Easy, easy, it's me. You turn to find Coda staring at you wide-eyed. What happened? It's Bex. Who? The woman I was talking to at the hospital. She's a reporter. She's the one who sent me the pictures, and the killer just sent me her. You point to where the woman's nose is staining carpet, and Coda's jaw drops. Oh God. Here, don't look. Coda grabs your shoulders and spins you around so your back is facing the bloody mess behind you. He cradles your head in his hands sternly, stooping into your eye line until your gaze is locked on his. Just breathe, Sam. It's okay. But it's not okay. Things haven't been okay from the moment you stepped foot back onto this island. You try desperately to cling to reality, but you can't get the accumulating atrocities out of your mind. The glint of the knife slashing across Alan's throat. The lifeless gloss to your sister's eyes as she starts to go cold. Oh my God, we're all gonna die, aren't we? The killer's gonna get us all. None of us stand a chance. You can practically feel the killer's warning weighing on you, and Coda jostles you hard. Sam, hey, snap out of it. His voice is muffled and far away, but you can latch on to the desperation in his tone and let it draw you back in. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. You repeat Coda's words to yourself, letting the chant soothe away the heart-stopping dread until... Sam? Coda's voice comes through loud and clear, and you heave a steady sigh. You have a high fortitude. It's okay now, it's just a lot. Believe me, I get it. What we're dealing with here, there's no script for this kind of thing, but you're handling it like a champ. I know you're right, I can't let the killer win. After all that they've done, they think this deranged gift is gonna get the things that send me over the edge, over my dead body. Whoa, love the spirit, but let's be careful about what we put out in the universe, okay? Reality starts to sink in as the little librarian begins to come to stirring from her place on the floor. You grab Coda's arm and pull him away. As soon as she wakes up and sees that she's going to call Detective Porter, and we're going to be stuck here answering questions for the rest of the day. We can't exactly leave, Sam. It's a crime scene. Bex thought someone was targeting us. If she was right, the others are out there with no clue what could be heading their way. Coda shoots a look over your shoulder and shudders. You go. I'll stay here and deal with this. You can't bring yourself to look at the discarded nose. Instead, you nod and pull your phone out of your pocket. It shouldn't take too long. They should be all right. But as you open your friend and find her app, you can't help but trail off. So two of them are near us, and she's all the way north. What? What's wrong? None of them are where they're supposed to be. Comes around to look over your shoulder, frowning at the little disparate bubbles representing your friends. That could mean anything. Maybe Bex wasn't the killer's first stop. Maybe the killer got to them. Or maybe Bex was right to be investigating our group and one of them is a killer. The words send a shiver down your spine, but you accept them, steeling yourself for any possibility. Either way, I have to find out what's going on. Text me when the cops are gone. You turn to leave, but Coda catches your arm. Sam, wait. You don't even know what you're rushing into. I can't just wait around trying to figure it out. Someone else could die, Coda. Hell, someone else might be already dead. Fine, but you've got a lot of ground to cover to get to them, so the order you choose is going to be really important. Whoever you go to last, make sure it's someone you really trust. Interesting clue. Okay, but... This one's a tough one. How do I know I'm not leaving you to do just that? Actually, I'm gonna go with that one. Vex exposes you. You disappear for a few hours. All of a sudden, she's dead. One hell of a coincidence, don't you think? Sam, I've been in the building the whole time, but if you still don't trust me, just check my friend finder. I'll be here. A shriek tells you the librarian has found the killer's bloody token, and Coda shoves you towards the door. Go and be safe. With a final affirming nod, Coda dashes back to the woman's side, and you sat out, giving the friend finder app another glance. Coda said I should go to the person I trust least first. Well, this is stupid. No, seriously, this is stupid. I would go to the most logical ones, which would be the ones that are closest. Just to make sure they're, you know, okay. Lucky is the furthest away. That's dumb as all hell logic, but okay. The person I trust the least. Alright, if we're playing this stupid game, there. Pivotal choice made. You sneak out of the library and you notice Zare's bubble is on the move and immediately latch onto their location. On the run, huh? Not for long, Zare. I'm on to you. You set out to follow Zare's dot, keeping a close eye on where they're headed, but every time you think you're getting close, they make another turn. This path is too specific to be random. What are you up to? You manage to catch sight of them up the street. But with every step you find yourself getting farther and farther behind. There's gotta be some way for me to keep up. You take a quick look around and spot a man riding by on a golf cart, a couple preparing to take a ride on a tandem bike, and a child's hoverboard left carelessly on a lawn. Hoverboard. You reach into your wallet, chuck all the cash on the grass in its place, and set off with the hoverboard. Sorry, kid, but maybe now you'll remember to put your toys away. I mean, the kid's gonna come out and be like, free cash! I would. In moments you've caught up and managed to catch a glimpse of someone ahead of Zare. Wait a minute, that's Mr. Delphin. He's running against Mayor Jackson in the election. Gotcha. As Zare comes in on Mr. Delphin, it becomes clear that he's their target. Quietly, you follow them deeper into the neighborhood, cutting through the backyards and between the houses to keep up while remaining unseen. The subject arrives home promptly at 1:40 p.m. I'll need to be here waiting. Are they keeping tabs on Mr. Delphin? You watch as Zare eyes the house occupants before sneaking around to the backyard and crouching behind a cherry blossom tree. You follow quietly, only for your foot to snap on a twig. What happened to our hoverboard? Huh? Zare... What the hell is going on? Before you can say another word, Zare grabs your arm and yanks you down into the nearby bush with him. Shh, he's gonna hear you. I'm starting to think that wouldn't be a bad thing. I know this looks bad, but this has nothing to do with the murders. Yeah, sure it doesn't. No, Sam, it's about the mayoral race. These murders have proven that my mom doesn't deserve to win the election. I'm trying to find a way to talk to him about it and get her disqualified. But if the mayor's kid is seen talking to her political rival, it would be a big scandal. You peer through the branches and see Mr. Delphin poke his head back out the door for a second, looking for the source of the noise. When he closes the door again, Zare loosens her grip just a little. I don't know if she knows who the killer is, but I found blueprints for the island in her office, and well, it's easier for me to just show you. You hesitate, but let Zare lead you over to a huge oak tree growing out from a cluster of rocks. They push aside the tall grass at the base of the tree and reveal a narrow opening leading down into the dark. What the hell? This is her bat cave. Before you have a chance to protest, Zare slides into the hole feet first, disappearing into the darkness below. Come on, it's not far down. Not particularly reassuring, but you sit on the grass and slide down into the tunnel. As your eyes adjust to the dark, you find yourself in some kind of dirt tunnel. What is this place? These are tunnels that Stabby Joe used to escape. My mom's been keeping tabs on the killer's movements by tracking the bodies, and they all line up with these tunnels. I think my mom is waiting for the killer to use them to do her bidding before she takes them out. Seriously? I started mapping the tunnels myself weeks ago to try and figure out what she was up to, and I'm pretty sure this is it. So, you've known how to navigate these tunnels this whole time and just didn't say anything? What? I couldn't be sure this was how the killer was getting around. But knowing this could have helped us. How many tunnels could have been avoided or plugged or... Once you started talking to Bex, I knew I couldn't risk it getting back to her. Well, Bex, who has been on to your mom for a while now, by the way, has been killed. I got her nose in a box at the library. But considering how well you know the tunnels now, I can't help but wonder if you knew that already. What? Sam! I should have told you about the tunnels before. I know that now, but you know I'm not the killer, right? I thought I knew you, but now I'm not so sure, Zare. Watch as hurt and disappointment spread across their face, and a pit forms deep in your stomach. How could you say that? We're supposed to be friends, Sam. We are friends, I gotta go. Sam! Your thoughts race as you pull yourself back out of the hole and onto the grass, only for your hand to find something. Zare's recording with all their notes. Maybe this'll tell me exactly what they've been up to, since I don't trust them to tell me anymore. Let's see. We've got Lucky or Tyson. I'm gonna go with Tyson. Pivotal choice made. As you scurry out of Mr. Kriegler's backyard, you tap Tyson's contact, which puts him at the grocery store in town. That's not home, writing a paper, but maybe you took a snack break? There's only one way to find out. You walk into him looking at select knives in the grocery store. He's like, this is really great for cutting meat. When you get to the grocery store, you find Tyson's car in a parking lot, but you can't glimpse him through the windows. No sign of him. Metal dumpster clang. A sharp noise from the grocery store's alley draws your attention to a total innocuous sound, but still you creep towards it. You peer around the corner, and sure enough, he's working a job. Tyson kicks the side of the bin angrily. His clothes are covered by a dingy apron that he angrily swipes his hands across while he's trying to get them clean. Which is of little help considering the apron is covered in blood. No, don't even think it. Tyson wouldn't betray us like this. Tyson hangs his head, muttering something under his breath. You lean in as close as you dare to try and hear him. I've got to tell him. This has gone way too far. Or you can confront him. He's disappearing through the unmarked door on the side of the building. If he's the killer, I shouldn't surprise him. I've got to find out for sure. I'll go through the side door, ? Not wasting any time, you steal yourself and slip through the door you watched him walk through. It's a storeroom for the grocery store. You don't see Tyson, but through the heavy door in front of you, you can hear sound. It makes your skin crawl, the sound of repeated, dead, dull, thudding, misaligned with the repeating splatter of something wet. That the rest of Bex? I think I'm gonna be sick. Hold. You clench every muscle in your body and you'll will yourself still. Somehow it works. Not out of the woods yet, Sam. As if on cue, the catacomb in the room next to your door stops, and all you can hear is a quiet shuffle of Tyson moving around. This doesn't make any sense. It can't. And yet you can't deny what your senses are telling you. Your heart hammers in your chest. You clench your fists as you come to a decision. If Tyson is the killer, I have to know why. He wouldn't choose to hurt and kill so many people for nothing. I just need to know the reason to make sense of it all. You take a deep breath, count to 3, and push through the doors. I know, I'm almost done packing up that bloody corpse. Or were you going to lie again? He whirls around and you quickly grab a nearby knife, holding it at the ready. Sam, what? His eyes flicker down to the blade of the knife you have leveled at his gut, and he blanches. What are you doing? She's really the killer. You finally get a moment to look at the room you're in, taking his bloody apron and name tag, then cuts of meat spread on the butcher's block in front of him. Studying at home is a lot messier than I would have imagined. I know I have some explaining to do, but in my defense, he examined the blade, trying to imagine what he could have felt as he slashed through all those people, and Tyson's voice trails off. I'm listening. I had to. Why? Why did you do it for the rush, the power, the thrill? I'm not judging, I need to know. Survivor's guilt is hard enough, but not knowing it's killing me. Wait. Realization dawns on his face, and he turns away, ripping off his gloves and tossing them in the trash. I lied about studying because I was coming here to work my shift. Wait, what? Everybody in the entire world is facepalming right now. You thought I was the killer? You both glance at the weapon in your hand, and you quickly drop it. You... Don't try to turn this back around on me. You're a moron. I thought we knew each other better than that, but I haven't been entirely honest, so I guess a little mistrust is warranted. The killer sent me a box at the library, and inside was a human nose. I'm so sorry, Sam. I shouldn't have left you there. More importantly, why didn't you feel like you could tell me? We have to be able to trust each other. Trust it's going to be 10 times easier for the killer to pick us off. I know, I just couldn't take telling you the truth and having everyone look at me like I'm a loser. Oh my god, because you work a job. No one's going to hear about this and think any less of you, Ty. That's because you don't know the whole story. He pauses before looking around at the humble kitchen forlornly. If he's this down about it, maybe getting it off his chest would be best. Listen, I needed to work this job because I'm down bad and I'm out of money for Pokemon cards. It can't be that bad. What happened? Tyson takes a cursory look around, flushes nervously. He wipes his hands on his apron and heads for the door, abandoning his bloody work. Here, why don't you follow me? We can talk in the break room. There, you get settled on the couch, your eyes locked on him. Okay. Spill. The truth is, I got expelled from school my sophomore year. You expelled. Ty, what happened? Long story short, I missed you guys. Turns out getting adopted into a friend group by an extrovert in a high school doesn't give you practice with making friends on your own. So I decided to rush a fraternity. As Tyson nudges his glasses up the bridge of his nose, you wait for the punchline. You realize he's completely serious. Wait, really? I didn't think you were the frat boy type. You've always been more books and booze and babes. You know, that's a reductive stereotype, right? There are plenty of intelligent fraternity men. In fact, several presidents. See? And listen, putting a president up there as a, intelligent person? Yeah, no. They're puppets, don't at me. Before he can finish, you pulled upright, pointing a shaky finger at him like Leonardo DiCaprio meme. I found this tangent endearing, but as much as I love you, there's no denying this would be a frat boy's 13th reason. Ouch, but also, you're not wrong. The other brothers made a point of telling me I was only admitted to boost the chapter's GPA. Oh, Ty. He motioned for him to join you in the couch, but he waves you off, his feet pacing across the tiled floor. I never felt like I fit in there, but I didn't want to just quit and disaffiliate, so I tried harder. It's a tale as old as time. Frat boy jerks see someone who just wants to belong, and they dangle the carrot while wielding the stick. His cheeks flame. Am I really that much of a cliché? No, not really, because I'm the same way, just not with the frats. Shame coats his every word, causing anger to roar in your chest. No, there's nothing wrong with wanting a human connection. It's not your fault they picked on you. Maybe not, but it is my fault for being willing to do anything to relate to them. You duck your gaze as his eyes settle on his feet. Your stomach sinks. Ty, what did you do? The chapter president asked me to be the vice president of intellectual development. I thought the role meant helping brothers study. Turns out the job description was more along the lines of taking tests for them. Unsurprisingly, we got caught. They all banded together and threw me underneath the bus. Next thing I knew, I was working full-time here. But that was over 2 years ago. Why haven't you looked for something else? I'm sure an expulsion will make it hurt, but it was at first you don't succeed. I did try and try again, but cheating is a big red flag to just about every university, and I can't really blame them. I broke the honor code, and a man without honor is no man at all, according to my dad at least. It's kind of true. You can practically see him internalizing the words, and without hesitation, you're off the couch and standing in front of him. The only men without honor in that whole story are the ones who didn't own up to their role in this mess. Yeah, but that's also how the world works. You made a mistake, but you don't deserve to pay for it with your future. I'm sure Zaire could ask their... Sam, I know you're trying to be helpful, but even just admitting this to you is excruciating. I can't tell anyone else. Oh, come on, Ty. I'm not judging. But you should. You all should. You fought for a great study abroad opportunity, and now you have a published paper as a college junior. Lucky's clearly going to League and then med school. Zaire's going to be a fancy DC lawyer. Coda's going to be a next Spielberg. You've all outgrown me. And I know it was wrong, but that's why I lied. I wanted to stave off your pathetic friend just a little longer. He tipped his chin up, bringing your gaze to his. Outgrowing you would be like outgrowing a limb, Ty. We're all connected, and if one of us does well, we all do. Our group isn't about who can stand the tallest on their pedestal. It's just about love. No one's gonna love you less because of one mistake. Least of all me. His shoulders sink from their bunched position around his ears, and relief begins to wash over him. I hope so, because I've lost so much already. I can't lose you too. Tyson, I'm your friend, in good times and bad, and I wouldn't be much of a friend if I kicked you while you were down. You pull him into your arms, enveloping him in a hug. Sam, I'm covered in animal blood. Shh, I'm committed already, so just hurry up and hug me back. Laughs and vibrations from his massive chest rumble through you as he tightens his grip. Thank you. I didn't realize how much I needed to hear this. I know. That's why you've got me. But we do need to talk about the elephant in the room. You pull back and as Tyson nods solemnly, you can see he already knows where you're headed with this. You mean the fact that I lied? It's not just that you lied, Ty. The murders started in March. I ruled you out because you'd been at school, but if you've been here this whole time, I can prove I'm not the killer. Tyson rushes over to a bulletin board hanging on the wall and hastily rips off a piece of paper. It's a copy of my work schedule. Every time I said I had to leave to do homework or study, I was here, I promise. Tyson's schedule. Thanks. He shoves the paper in your hands and you glance down at the various names. Your hands start to shake. I gotta go. Sam, wait. But before you can hear anything else, you're rushing towards the exit, desperate to get away. Again, I think this is stupid. We should have just checked on from closest to furthest, but okay. Pivotal choice. As you hurry out of the grocery store, you finally notice where Lucky's contact is on the map, and immediately heart starts to pound. The hospital. Oh no, I'm coming, Lucky. You rush into Morlock General Hospital, not stopping until you reach the front desk of the emergency room. Excuse me, I'm looking for a woman with dark hair, blonde streak, might have come in a rush, about this tall. You'll hold a hand over your head, and immediately the nurse nods knowingly. That would be Miss Alvarez, but she and a woman she came with already seen and sent to the inpatient care. Let me pull up the room for you. As the nurse turns to her computer, her words settle over you. The woman she came with. She can't mean Bex, can she? I need to see her and figure out what's going on. Glance around the waiting area, hoping to catch a glimpse of Lucky, only to notice a familiar picture hanging on the wall. Dr. Kavya Shant Hakmure, Head of Research and Development. That's the Dr. Beck showed me the info about, one of the killer's earlier victims. It's a pity we lost her. You turn to see the nurse, noting your gaze. I think I heard about her death. It was ruled an accident, right? Such a shame. More than you know. She just started a new study on pancreatic cancer, cutting-edge stuff, and she was going to put the island on the map in a big way. Now she's just gone. The nurse clears her throat and hands you a slip of paper with a room number written on it. Thank you, and I'm sorry for your loss. You jet off to the inpatient ward, turning down a nearby empty hallway, just in time to see Lucky at the other end. There she is. A quick scan confirms to you that she's not here to be treated, and a sinking feeling fills your stomach. I can't believe it. The words fall from your mouth before you can stop them, and Lucky pauses before turning to look over her shoulder. If she finds out I'm here, I'll lose the element of surprise. I should turn and calmly walk the other way, hide so she doesn't see me, run into another room. Quickly, you look around for something, anything to hide behind, but the hallway is empty. Gotta hide for the love of all that's holy. Where can I hide? But at the last minute, you grab a patient chart and hold it up, blocking your face. I hope she didn't see that. But as you peer around the hard plastic, you catch sight of Lucky looking quizzically in your direction, before slipping into the last room at the end of the hall. That must be Bex's room. You pick up pace, hurrying down the hallway at a steady clip, until all of a sudden, an alarm sounds. All at once, a contingent of hospital staff rush past, shoving you in their haste to get to the room. Lucky entered. Oh my god. Without wasting a second, you follow, bursting into the room to find Lucky standing near the doorway as everyone crowds around the patient. Sam, what are you doing here? Did you follow me? I did. It's a good thing too, because obviously you need me. I don't need anyone. When Destiny died, you were there with me every step of the way. I'm not sure what's going on, but whatever it is, you're going through it all alone. You shouldn't have. Just talk to me. I can't, Sam. Not with this. Will someone get them out of here? We need quiet while we work on the patient. No, please. You can't make me leave. The impassioned reaction catches you off guard. Only then you look at the collection of flowers and holiday cards scattered around the room. She's not a patient. She's my mom. Your gaze shoots the bed. Sure enough, you find Lucky's mother laying in the bed at the center of the chaos. Miss Alvarez. What? Why don't you step on the side of the curtain? That way you'll be out of the way, but still in the room. The nurse relents as you step out of sight. When you look for the second bed's occupant, you can scarcely believe your eyes. Miss Baumgar? What are you doing here? I ran into a bit of trouble some time ago. But thanks to a bit of luck, your quick actions saved a life. Tee! I made it through, and I've been here recovering ever since. I just have one final test before I leave. I'd be more than happy to help you get you home. Oh, no, dear. When I said leave, I meant the island. I'm retiring to the mainland and not coming back. The trouble you ran into wouldn't happen to be the hiding behind a Stabby Joe mask, would it? At that, your teacher's sweet face darkens. No. When it came for me, there was no mask. Wait, does that mean you saw the killer? I did. Miss Baumgartner clutches at her cane, and you watch as her gnarled hands shake in latent fear. Next to you, Lucky draws a nervous breath. I'm afraid the attack left me with deficits. My memories of that night are fragile, to say the least. What do you mean? It was a face I knew. A face that gave me comfort, and I remember feeling safe until I wasn't. Then I remember feeling manipulated, horrified. Everything smelled of cherry blossoms. A quick rap sounds against the wall near the curtain, and you look up. A doctor holding a clipboard stands nearby. We're ready for you, Miss Baumgartner. You hurry to help the elderly woman in the wheelchair the doctor brought, and as she settles in, she catches your hand. Something evil lurks on this island. Children, hear me. Hear me well. Get out while you still can. As she heads out for her test, you and Lucky settle in at the foot of the bed, her eyes locked on the curtain separating her from her mother. Why are you here, Sam? Did something happen? What's wrong? Lucky. Don't worry about that right now. Without thinking, you open your arms and crush her to your chest, her long neck bowing to bury your face into your collarbone. Quiet sobs rack her body, and you stroke a hand over her back in a calming circles. Shh. I got you. No matter what happens, I'm here right now. But you've got to tell me what's going on. Mommy has cancer, and it's not looking good. I'm sorry. How can I help? There's got to be something I can do. I can handle things myself. All I need is for you to keep quiet. Zare told me you got those photos from a reporter, and I don't need her in her business. The sports channel loves a student-athlete sob story, and that is not going to happen to me and my mom. Bex won't be coming by anytime soon. She'd better not, or I'll wring her stupid neck. I think someone already beat you to it. That's why I'm here. The killer figured out I was talking to Bex and took care of her. And then I saw you on my friend finder, that you were in the hospital. Don't tell me you were worried about little old me. Your eyes fall on her lips, and you can't help but shyly bite yours. I am always worried about you. Behind the curtain, the noise and chaos intensifies. Lucky shakes so badly the bed quakes beneath you both. I know she wants to handle this on her own, but it seems like she needs someone to talk to. Grab Lucky's hands and give them a squeeze. Luciana Valentina Alvarez, let me in. Something devastating is happening to you, and for some reason you feel like you should have to shoulder it alone, but you don't. You have me, so use me. Lay it all on me, I'll take it. For a moment she pauses as you meet her eyes. You can see in real time as she decides to trust you completely. Mommy's got pancreatic cancer, and to say it's aggressive is putting it mildly. What? Why didn't you say something? Because if I did, you all would have been visiting her on your breaks, making a fuss, and she didn't need a fuss, she just needed to get better. But she just got worse. So much worse. That's when you started cumming her? She tries to speak, but her voice breaks, and as you watch the pain streaks across her face, you can't help but feel your own heart break. What about your family? Alex is just a freshman. Arcelia's still in 8th grade. Who's taking care of them? They stay with Apollo when I'm at school, and one of my tias goes by the house to check on it every week or so. They bring Alex and Celia with them to visit Mom sometimes too, but she doesn't like them seeing her like that. I thought about entering the transfer portal to get closer to home and make everyone's lives easier, but when I mentioned it to Mommy, she's just got mad. Because your school's basketball program is legendary, you can't give that up, it's your dream. I can and I would, if she would stop being so stubborn. Your coach can't be happy with all the back and forth either. Please tell me you mentioned this to him. Of course. When all this started, we were about to go to the playoffs. I couldn't just disappear. So I told my coach, And he spelled out exactly what kind of media circus I could expect if anyone found out. I've seen you in the post-game interviews. You handle all those nosy questions like a champ. Because they're about me, my dating life, injuries, no matter how invasive they get. I signed up for that. Mommy didn't. She doesn't deserve to be the focal point of a sob story the sports channel runs ad nauseum for ratings just because I'm her kid. But you don't deserve to have all this weighing on you at all. Times with no one to talk to for fear of it getting out either. Lucky's shoulders sag, and for the first time in a long time as you can remember, she doesn't look ready to take on the world. She just looks tired. Honestly, I know you're right, and I can feel myself falling apart from trying to be everything for everyone at all times. Lucky. You're only human. If anyone can handle all of this, it's you, but at what cost? Look at what you're doing to yourself. He gestured gently to her hands, and the nailed beds chewed to shreds. This isn't healthy. Excuse me if I haven't got a manicure. I've been more focused on making sure everything happens when it's supposed to. That her doctor's appointments, her meds, my tests, my games. Stop being so defensive. I know managing your life and your mom's medical stuff is a lot. I'm not criticizing. Then what are you doing, Sam? Emphasizing. You take in Lucky's tense posture, her chest heaving with ragged breaths, her eyes full of restrained tears. My dad died quickly, so I didn't have all this to worry about, but I recognize more than you'd think. The hopelessness, feeling like you're not doing enough, like all of a sudden the world is looking to you for answers, and you're just still some kid. You see the moment when your words hit, a single tear rolls down her cheek. I feel like I'm just going all the time. Sometimes I just feel like it's all too much, but if I don't do it, who will? Oh, I feel that more than you know. Me. I will do whatever you need me to do. I just want you to be okay. And now that I know, I'm here whenever you need me. Day or night, in person, video call, I can do whatever. Thank you, Sam. As mad as I am about you stalking me, a part of me is so glad I don't have to do this alone anymore. She heaves a ragged sigh. You sweep a lock of her long, bottled, blonde hair behind her ear before latching onto the back of her neck and meeting her eyes. I'm just gonna hug her. Relationships are kind of on a need-to-know basis. You've never been alone, Lucky. You wrap her in your arms and doing your best to imbue her with the strength she needs to soldier on before pulling back to look at her. I'll tell you at the end of the video why. Whether I'm right beside you or a million miles away, I'm right here, always. You tap the center over your chest and Lucky rolls her eyes before shooting you. The first smile you've been since you've been here. That's so effing corny, but still, thanks. I'm here for you if you need anything, okay? Seriously, anything at all. Thank you, but you don't have to worry. One of the many and only perks to being here for months on end is the staff know me pretty well. I can even get them to snag me the good pudding cups from time to time. Wait, they have good pudding cups in the hospital? I thought there was just one kind. Wait a minute, months? Yeah, she was diagnosed around Valentine's Day. I've been flying back and forth from school, so she wouldn't be alone. So you were here, on the island, and nobody knew? I know what you're thinking, but I don't know what to think right now. I gotta go. Fine, but take this with you. What's this for? I get one every time I come here. The barcode on it keeps a log, since I clearly need to prove my innocence. And with the bracelet tucked in your fist, you head for the door, turning your head at the work being done on her mother just across the curtain. I hate to even think it, but with her coming back from school to see her mom so often, that leaves a lot of unaccounted time. As the sun sets, you head for home, your thoughts in a whirl. I can't believe it, they all lied to me. All but one. As you head inside, you pull out your phone and check the messages from Coda. Okay, we got all clear with the cops. Nose is going to the morgue while they look for the rest of her. Please let me know when you're safe. Home safe and sound. You're not gonna believe what happened. Every single one of them lied, Co. I am so heartbroken I don't know who to believe. Wow, look at all the bottles all over the floor. As you finish your text, you pause before making the left into Destiny's room instead of a right into yours. Everything looks exactly the same, as if you stand still enough, you can almost imagine she's only just stepped out a minute ago. Believe it or not, I wish you were here, Des. If you were, hell, we'd probably just be arguing. They don't know what I'm doing here, Des. I spent my whole life hating you, but now that you're gone, it's like I can't get enough. But one thing is for sure, I'm gonna figure this out. I promise. Your phone buzzes in your pocket, pulling you out of your thoughts. You reach for it, expecting to see Coda's name on the screen. Instead, Vex's name pops up with a small thumbnail of an attached photo. Quickly, you tap to open it, your heart pounding. Oh my god. Only to find Tyson, gagged and tied to a chair, his eyes wide with terror, staring back at you. No, he was blindfolded. Nice try, Pixelberry. The phone buzzes again, this time with just 2 words. Your move. Cute. Without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description. Plenty of things to check out, ways to support, and whatnot. With that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So, in terms of love interest, like I said, we talk about this at the end of the video. It's kind of hit or miss for me, right? Like, I'm focusing on the story and whatnot, so in case any of you are going, oh, you should have just kissed him or her or whoever. I'm just playing it by ear, as they say, or year, or whatever the hell. I'm a little out of it, so it is what it is, but, just not feeling myself today, right? You know, you ever get those days where you feel like your brain is being drowned, right? Yeah, no, I'm having one of those days. Also doesn't help with sinus, like, congestion and whatnot, but it is what it is. With that being said, once again, thanks to each and every one of you that is supporting this channel. It's greatly appreciated. Again, let me know if you reached the end of the video and your thoughts. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Catch you all later. Peace out.